So I've been putting content warnings in the descriptions of these videos, but I think this video needs a content warning at the start, as towards the end, there is an on-screen suicide attempt. I provided timestamps on this title card as well as the description, and as always, viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to Brothers, the tale of a man and his vomit bucket.
Die.
I'm sorry, there is no running water in this house.
Sir, I keep telling you, for the sake of your health, you shouldn't be having, a 6 bacon strip, 3 egg breakfast every day. You definitely shouldn't be having it in every single meal. I mean, I know you're sick, but you're not so far gone that you can eat whatever you want while you wait to die.
There is a such thing as a farmer's breakfast. He has to keep his energy up. Come on, pot of coffee.
And definitely don't drink the coffee straight from the pot right after you've boiled it. Or brewed it.
Oh, this is cozy.
While we were joking over there, can I just say I absolutely love that transition? Yeah, from the night sky panning down to the two brothers.
Stars and then down, and oh god, there are eyes in the woods.
Yeah, I think I showed you a screenshot of this section a while back when I was first replaying this, thinking about what game to do after Crash Bandicoot. And I'm surprised that it took me this long to think of Brothers, because it is one of my favorite games.
Oh, those shadows are really good.
Yeah, I don't do a great job of communicating it here through my gameplay, but even with the torch, if the wolves get too close to you, they will kill you.
Oh, the audio work. Oh, that's creepy. This may have just become the perfect Halloween game.
Well, I mean, it's probably going to be like February by the time this goes up, but yes, it is almost, we're about a week before Halloween by the time we're recording this. Oh, that doesn't look good. Those decorations, those are a little too realistic. I think you should reconsider what you put up next year.
And maybe consider taking them down before February.
Maybe this video will go up before the release of the Resident Evil 4 remake. Who knows?
Oh, through a cemetery? Come on now.
Damn it. We landed in Pumpkin Hill. So there's an achievement for a specific thing to happen when we're at the statue of... We're not entirely sure what this is, really. Could just be some sort of angel or the goddess of this world. There's a lot that's left implied, which I like.
It's not specifically religious, but it does borrow the imagery.
That's what we were waiting for. A shooting star. That gets you an achievement.
They're cheapening the economy of platinum here.
I don't know. Did we land in a town where the entire economy is based around graveyards? There doesn't seem to be much else here.
If that's the fact, when their dad kicks it, they're going to be rich.
Oh, no.
I mean, I know I sound like I'm gushing, but this game just drips atmosphere.
Unfortunately, we have to wait for this guy to get out a shovel and then randomly dig around. Eventually, we'll find a piece of heart. It might take a while, though.
I'm sorry, is there a younger gravekeeper that lives here?
Yeah, but we have to get the time machine, go back 7 years. Hey, you don't have the right to tell us to hurry up after that performance you just put on, mister. Now, if you remember, the younger brother has a lot of trouble swimming. So this little Butch Cassidy routine they're doing might not go too well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think those lanterns can hurt you. I think they're just there for atmosphere.
Oh, the music is really good, too.
Yeah, the entire soundtrack is great. This is one of those games where the soundtrack can be longer than the game itself, depending on how you play it. Now, thankfully, there's a bench up here. We're going to have to take a little break because the next section coming up has some very intense and creative set pieces. But we're going to need a breather before we start those.
Now jump.
We already used up our jump points from last time. We're going to have to wait until the next level.
Find a horse and a cart. We're going to go out like Thelma and Louise.
Oh, no. Now, I left this in.
What?
Because there are ways to go out of bounds in this game. I don't actually know how to pull them off. That was by accident. But the any percent speedruns for this game make great use of the out of bounds tricks. Like the one that comes to mind, for example, is that you can find a specific part of the environment where you can basically skip all of the opening puzzles when you're dragging the dad over to the doctor. And so you can basically just float in midair and go straight to the house, or the doctor's house.
Come back here. You were more than 30 feet away.
That's okay. They teleported off screen.
Don't rush. The wolf is making his way down.
It's a good thing that in this universe, wolves are afraid of water. They don't live very long, but they're very menacing. As long as you don't let them near water. For some reason, this section reminds me of like a Mario Maker level. Or one of those brief parts of any classic 2D Mario game that's an auto-scroller. Because, I mean, you are technically still controlling the speed here, because you have to simultaneously move with the left stick while going up and down with the right.
I'm starting to suspect this forest is haunted.
Well, if it's any comfort, we're not going to be here for very long. And we were talking off screen about what kind of genre to put this game in. And I don't know, like in terms of general atmosphere and structure, I think it's kind of similar to old school cinematic platformers, like Flashback or Out of This World, except this game isn't that cruel. It doesn't have those instant kill puzzles, or at least the ones that are brutally unfair that require, lots of complex platforming.
Puzzle action, puzzle adventure, something in there. What's the game? Because I swear we had the name for it. Something darkness. It was. It'll come to me.
Not to be confused with The Darkness, which was made by the same studio.
a lot of those old games in that genre had multi-screen puzzles where you had to do everything perfectly every single time. This doesn't have this. You know, it's chill. It's good, but it's chill. Hi, Mom.
Wow, Mom, how much you've grown. What have you done with Dad? So it took me a while to remember what to do here, but you're just supposed to take the younger brother and eventually you move the mom's hand over Dad's body here. Nope, sorry, kid. I think your brother's out of it.
Mom, I'm totally tripping balls right now. I hope you didn't have to do anything with the action button during that sequence, because that would be dark.
Thankfully, no, because that was all a hallucination. Aw.
I'm sorry I choked you in your weird mushroom trip.
Well, that was a nice heartwarming moment, and I'm sure that for the next couple of minutes, we will only continue the good vibes as we take a nice walk next to the stream. Okay, you gotta act quick here, because this man can die if you take your time here. There is, of course, an achievement for saving this guy's life.
But also purely optional. Oh, there's a body under the blanket up there.
Correction, there are 2 bodies under the blanket.
Oh, there's 2 bodies under the blanket up there.
And again, in another optional sequence, we can give those 2 bodies a proper burial. But we're going to have to do a bit of legwork to get there.
At what point would you say this game got real? About the point where the dude tried to hang himself.
This is also another achievement here.
I'm not gonna lie, man, this is getting a little heavy.
I do appreciate that there are dedicated action buttons to properly mourning this the wife and child. At least I'm assuming that that's what those two bodies are. See, now Call of Duty Advanced Warfare has even less excuse to fuck up their own prompt because it was done right several years before.
Oh my god.
Press LT and RT to pay respects.
That's why these kids are cursed. They're speaking Russian. They said no Russian. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, so you get to the halfway point and the game starts to just pile the emotion on you.
And unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that that's only the beginning. Although, thankfully, I'm looking through here, and it looks like the next video is relatively lighthearted. Things probably won't get too bad until around part 7, and definitely part 8. That is going to be really bad. But part 5 is going to be a bit of a break. It's very, very much where the fantasy elements come much more into the forefront.
Oh, thank God for pacing.
Yes. This game has excellent pacing. Say what you will about it otherwise.
Oh, it really does.